Okay. Um, Good morning, everybody. So let's start all over again. We are welcoming everyone to this training on how to do online marketing and promotions. Okay. So this will be more like an online training school and also an opportunity for us here to be able to work together as a team from different locations. It will be more like a work from home opportunity whereby you people can be able to be in whatever location you are and whatever condition you are, whether at the comfort of your bed or your office or your table, and you're working to actually achieve something. But this online process makes it a lot easier. It makes it easier in the sense that we really don't have to meet face to face. We also don't have to be seated in one room or an office. We can just be from our various locations and we are connecting and we are sharing information online. We are working together as a team. We are setting targets and we are achieving goals. You understand? So let's also have that at the back of our mind. But this training specifically is to help us be able to know how we can be able to build up some information and put it out there on the social media and be able to use that information to attract leads. Leads in the sense that people will connect to the information that we put out there. People will be able to want to know more about the information we have put out there. So first of all, there must be a content that we are putting out there. And that content, we have to be able to make sure that that content gets to a certain number of persons or a whole number of persons. You understand? That will now create an opportunity for us to find some persons that will be interested in the information. Some may not be interested in the information and all that. But what we are interested in are the persons that are not just interested in the information, but will actually get back to us. That will actually get back to us on that information and say, okay, what are you talking about? Or maybe they've heard about it before and they have more questions, or they actually want to join. So whatever the case is, we are going to experience a lot of persons coming to our information, and few persons may want to connect to us. And amongst the few persons that will connect to us, we'll also meet persons that are coming for different reasons. So whatever the reason is, that is, we need to be able to understand it and actually deal with them. That's like connect to them properly. Um, Before someone can be able to join you, first of all, you must be able to have a good content, quality content and information that the person will be attracted to. You understand? The person is not seeing you face to face, but from what you are putting up out there, the person will be able to know if your content is of high value to him or to whatever the person is setting out to seek for on the internet. You understand? So some persons are looking out for opportunities, and if your content is rich enough, it can attract them. So we must be able to know what we are putting out there. But for the purpose of this training, we'll just narrow it down. I've already done some things that we can all leverage on. You may not really need to go and start doing everything from the scratch. I have already done some things, and you can just leverage on what I've already done and start using it so that it will start working for you. That is the purpose of this training, so that we can start seeing results immediately. This is actually for our team, and I want us to be able to not only not only benefit from this information for the business we are promoting currently, it can also be useful to you in for different things. Maybe you may have other things you want to promote tomorrow, and you may be able to tap into this information and be able to promote it. So with that being said, let's itemize some things that we're going to, like an overview of things we're going to be talking about in, or we'll go through in this training. Mind you, I'm not sure this training may end may end in one day, but whatever the case is, we have to start from somewhere, and we'll keep moving as the case may be. But well, I'll try as much as possible for us to cover a lot of things today. But know that it's these are things that you have to actually take time and master. We'll also do a little bit of practicals today, or let me put it this way: I will share my screen with you so that we can be able to see. You can be able to see certain things, how I'm doing it, and how it's actually working for me. All right. So uh, the first thing I need us to look at here is the content. You understand? The first thing you need to know, I think we need to take this down. The first thing we need to know what to develop, or what first thing we need to develop will be our content. Our content, or let's say the content, right? The content. That content is your information. What information are you trying to give out to people? Are you trying to, depending on the area you specialize on, or whatever information you're giving out, for the sake of this program, we are looking at promoting the company we're working with now, and that is the content we are developing, that we should develop right now. So the information should be rich, and that information can be in different forms. It can be in visual, like a video. Maybe you can do a video. All right, you can do a video, or you can do a voice recording, or a voice note, voice recording, or you can be able to also do prepare a write-up. You understand? You can prepare a write-up. So it covers the three aspects of communication: visual, audio, and written. You understand? So we need to be able to make sure that our content is rich enough. Okay, so for us to be able to communicate with people properly, we need to for us to be able to reach a large number of persons, we need to be able to see how the information that we have developed can be working passively, can be working even when we are sleeping. You understand? That information can be working even when we are sleeping. So then you can make a video, and that video will keep promoting that information for you even when you're sleeping. All right? You can do a voice note, and that voice note can be sharing and be promoting itself while you're sleeping, even your written information. All right? But how, when you put it up, where and where do you put this information? You understand? Where and where do you put this information? So that takes us to the different social media platforms that we can be able to use. So the first thing we're talking about is the content. We must be able to build up our content. That content can either be visual, a voice recording, or it could be written. All right. Then the next thing is where we are going to position that information. Where are we going to put that information? What tools are we using? Is it okay? Basically, for us to be talking about online, that means we must look for where we can be able to reach out to a lot of persons. And the very good best place we can be able to reach out to people is the social media platforms. Social media platforms like, so we'll talk about social media social media promoting or social media promotion. Social media promotion. So for the social media promotion, we are looking at one, Facebook. We're looking at Facebook. The next one is the WhatsApp we have. Then the third one is YouTube. For me, these are the three that we are going to focus on. These three are the ones we are going to focus on for this training: Facebook, WhatsApp, and what they call it, YouTube. Okay, so for me, these three are actually very good. Please hold on 1 second, please. Yeah, hello. Sorry about for that break. I was talking about the social media that for this training we'll be using our Facebook, WhatsApp, and YouTube. So how do we actually use them? We use them. We try and connect these three. We'll be trying to connect the three of them. We'll connect the Facebook with the WhatsApp, and we'll also connect the YouTube to the Facebook. So basically, what we are doing here is, one, we can build content, all right? We can build content for our YouTube, all right? When we build content for our YouTube, what does YouTube do? YouTube is for videos, all right? So we can make a video and we can upload it to YouTube, and we can be able to connect that video to our Facebook. We can be able to connect it to our Facebook, and I'll also talk about how we do that connection to the Facebook, all right? Then we can also promote that information on Facebook, and that information will also be connected to our WhatsApp, and we're going to get leads that will be contacting us on our WhatsApp. It is very possible. I'll show you how to do all that, okay? Then that's for YouTube, right? Then for Facebook, we can still put up just an information, a write-up, a written write-up, or it could be images, or it could also be videos that we can still make and put on YouTube, and we can still, put on Facebook, and we can still promote it there. And when we promote it, we still connect it to our WhatsApp. So that when people want to contact us, they can contact us on WhatsApp. They can also contact us on Messenger, but we're going to design it in such a way that on the go, we are being connected, it will be connected to our WhatsApp, right? Then for the WhatsApp will definitely limit you to just people that are in your phone contacts, right? Or people that you meet in groups. And you will have to actually communicate with them one by one, or maybe you create a broadcast list and you contact them. You understand, from time to time. That is for the WhatsApp. But for the Facebook is where you can be able to run promotions. You understand? You can be able to run promotions on the Facebook. And those promotions are not free anyway. It's not free. It will require you to pay some money for Facebook to pay to promote that for you. Okay, so they're going to promote the information you have put out there. And one other thing I need to guide you on is the kind of information you put out on Facebook. Facebook has some very strict policies. They have some very strict policies, especially policies that have to do with financial earnings and all that, or some kind of things that has to do with health, or some kind of very, very key or let me say key topics, some very key topics. People tend to be misled by scammers and all that, you understand, easily. So Facebook places very high policies on the kind of content that you put out there. So whatever information you put out there before it is promoted, they will have to, what do I say? They will have to review the information you have put out and decide if they will approve for it to be promoted. So they must approve your content before it can be promoted. That is what I need you to understand here. So you don't just write anything. You must be able to sensitize your life. Let me say, limit your information to certain, there are certain words you don't use on Facebook when you want to do promotion. There are certain sensitive things that have to do with finance, earnings, profits, all those things, or percentage that you're going to earn, and all. You don't talk about all those things on Facebook when you want to do promotion. They will never approve it. Okay, so that's it. So you must be able to you must be very careful, and I'll show you some other simpler ways you can be able to state what you want to state or what you want to promote. You can just give it a simple heading, a very simple very simple heading or information. But let me put it this way: you can be able to why we're actually using why I'm actually bringing in YouTube here is because most times Facebook is very strict on the kind of information you want to promote there. So I would rather prefer to build up all the details of my information in a video that I have made on YouTube. All right. When I make that video, I bring out all the details there, say it how I need to say it. All right. Then I will just get the link and go to Facebook and promote that link. All right. And promote that YouTube link. When I'm promoting that YouTube link, I will just put up a short message, a very simple short message that does not attract any negative or any that does not raise any eyebrows at all. So when you put up that information and you promote it or you boost it, then after a while they will approve it. Once they approve it, then it will start. Facebook will start promoting it, and as they start promoting it, that promotion, you can be able to narrow it to certain places. You can be able to do targeted promotions. You can be able to know or decide exactly where you want that promotion to cover. If you want it in a particular city, if you want it in a particular state or in a particular country or some cities in a particular country, wherever you want it, you can be able to actually locate or identify the places you want your promotion to cover. And once you select them and you make your payments, you need to use your MasterCard or your Visa card, and you'll be able to make payment. Once it's approved, then they'll request for a budget. Once you select the range of coverage, number of persons you want your information to get to. So the new way Facebook does it now is that they'll ask you to they'll ask you the range of persons you want to get to every day, and you can select how many days you want your promotion to run. So based on that, it will be able to generate a cost for you. That cost will now be like a budget. So that budget, based on that budget, you can be able to say, okay, I want to run this budget for this certain period, for so period. Then what's going to happen there? What's going to happen there is that from once you start promoting it, it is only when people actually contact you. When people actually contact you, that's when Facebook will now debit you. They won't just be debiting you at random. then when the people actually contact you, they'll be able to check how many people actually clicked on your link, how many persons actually contacted you, because they will also, we are going to also connect a WhatsApp button. You will connect your WhatsApp phone to the promotion, so that once they click on that promotion, it will take them to your YouTube page, and they're going to watch the video. After they finish watching the video, then if they want to contact you, they can be able to come back to that Facebook and click on the WhatsApp button of that promotion. There will be a WhatsApp button connected to that promotion. Once they click on it, they are going to be able to chat you up directly, straight on your WhatsApp. And the WhatsApp message, once they chat you up, is going to come with an image of that promotion you did from Facebook. It's going to bring that image of that promotion straight into that WhatsApp chat. And they're going to say, maybe they're saying hi, or they want to say hello or something. Whatever the message they put in there, they are going to also see the background of whatever post you put out there. So you will know that that person actually is contacting you from that Facebook promotion. So this is exactly what we are going to cover. And also, how do you manage these persons? By the time they start contacting you, you also need to find a way to actually manage them properly. First, you must also have content that you also want to use to be contacting them, because by the time you start promoting it, they will start coming in numbers. You understand? Maybe you may have, depending on what the coverage that you selected, you understand? They may come in maybe like 5-10 persons in a day, or 20 persons in a day, as the case may be. So will you be typing for everybody? You will also decide. Or maybe you can also do some preset write-up, small preset write-up, so that you can be able to just imagine what questions that people would likely ask you. You can also set up an introductory or a welcome message, so that any person that chats you up first, you send a welcome message to the person, and also ask the person if the person is already a participant, or the person is fresh or wants to join you or know more about the business or join you in your team. So that will also help the person to be able to be more direct when they're asking their questions. Because sometimes you say hi, some people will just get carried away with the pleasantries. Oh, hello, how are you? Where are you from? Well, that's not what we're here for. We're here to talk about the business. So you help guide the person so that the person can be able to go straight to his questions. Either they want to ask a question, or they want to know something more, or they want to join your team, or they want to say, okay, how do I get started, or this, that. Fine. So once that is done, you also should have some information ready. The overview of the company, the what you're promoting, the cost, the packages, and what the person stands to benefit. You need to also have all that already written out somewhere, maybe in your WhatsApp, you understand? So that once the person is also asking, you're putting that information straight to the person, you understand? But please, don't just, when people start contacting you, don't just load them with all the information, you understand? Like you have maybe like 10 different write-ups or images and all that. You just do forward and load the whole person with the information. They will just get tired. They'll just get tired of the information. Some may not even read it. They'll just end it there. They won't even respond to you anymore. So don't do that. So make it look conversational. You understand? You need to strike up a conversation with the person. You must be able to strike up a meaningful conversation with the person. And after you put up the welcome message, you try to find out what you can be able to help the person for, what really the person is interested in knowing from you. And when the person is clear then you can also be able to say, okay, fine, I'll send you something, I'll this or that or that. Maybe you can start with sending the person a voice note. All right. I also, that's why I said we can use videos, we can use voice notes, we can use written. You understand? That's our content. So we have used the video that we connected to the Facebook, and it has attracted them to our WhatsApp. So when they get to our WhatsApp now, we don't need to take them back to that video. Whether they watch the video or not, that's not your business at that point. So what you want to do now is focus on the time that you're spending with them now. What do you make out of that time that you're spending with them now? All right, now that they have contacted you. So first, you tell them, okay, the person will say, okay, please, I would like to know more about the business and all that. How does it really work and all that? You say, okay, fine. I have a voice note that I can send to you that you can listen to, and it will explain everything about it and how it works. Is that okay? If I can send it, it's okay, fine. Send it to me. You just send that, you just forward the voice note. The voice notes will do all the talking for you. You understand? The voice notes will do all the talking for you. So just make sure that your voice note is properly organized. You understand? It's already well done. So you just forward that voice note. You don't have to. So while the person is listening to that voice note, you can be attending to another person. You understand? You can be communicating with another person. Tell the person the same thing. You forward the voice note again to that next person, just like that. You understand? So more people are coming. You're communicating with them. This is what we are doing every day. You understand? You're working from home, but you're connecting to different people at the same time, and you're sharing the information with them, and it's making, different people will be responding to it differently anyway. So some will say, okay, fine, I like this. Some will say, oh no, it's not for me. Some will say, okay, let me think about it. Some will say, oh no, are you sure it's for real? Is this, that? You want to go more, do more to build more confidence into the person. Some will say, okay, fine, I'm not interested. All right, fine. Think about it. Tell the person, okay, you can feel free, do some more research about it. When it's comfortable with you, you can get back to me. You understand? Just leave that door open. You understand? You don't have to be rude. You don't have to feel angry. You don't have to, say anything nasty. Sometimes some people will come out and start abusing you. Some of these scammers, they'll go out there. They'll use they'll even use the name of a good company, a legit company, and start scamming people out there. You understand? So sometimes these funny guys, they just go out there, they look for one good company. They do it to every company, even Google. They use what they call it, Amazon. They say, oh, Amazon is giving out this, Amazon is doing this. So they can use any company, and they go out there, develop one information, and they start using it to scam people. So likewise, your own company, if people know that your company is doing very well, they can also use your company to. So I've met people like that too, who also come up saying, oh, no, I got scammed by this company, your company, oh, no, this your company is a scam, they did this, they did that. I say, no, are you sure you're talking about the same company? I say, okay, fine. First thing you ask them, what is the website that you went to? Fine. Tell them to show you the website that they went to. So fine, that will help them, that will help narrow down the information to where they visited. So you now see that maybe they went to a fake website that was produced by a scammer. Then you can now show them the correct website, okay? The correct website of the company you're promoting. Then it's okay, this is the website of the company I'm promoting. If it is not this website, then you must have used a wrong website produced by a scammer, and maybe the person must have given you false information. Sorry about that, but please, it has nothing to do with my company, all right? So you need to clear that. You need to clear that. Even if the person does not want to join you, fine, no problem. But you need to clear that for reference so that the person can be able to, maybe tomorrow, the person goes around hearing that, oh, this company is actually doing well, the person can come back to you just for the fact that you were able to clear the person. The person has built in some trust in you, because this online business is all about building trust. It's all about building trust. Before you can be able to convert, convert what you're saying into cash, that means you must have been able to build in some confidence, either through your information or how you have been able to manage somebody. You understand? So you must be able to know that. Now, we've talked about the content. We've talked about the social media platforms that we're using. Now, the third thing is how to manage the persons. So that's where we are on now. Managing your leads, you understand? Or managing your contact, your visitors. Managing your visitors. Let me put it that way. Managing your visitors. Now, these visitors are people that visit, you have actually visited your content and they now contacted you. When they contacted you and you now started a conversation with them, either through WhatsApp, because or either through WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger. But I doubt if it's gonna work more with Facebook Messenger, because what we are going to be promoting, where we are going to be promoting the information will not be on your personal Facebook Messenger chat. You understand? You may still have your normal Facebook that you're using. You can still use, if you don't have a Facebook account, you need to create one. But if you already have one, you don't need to create another one. You can still use that same Facebook. But all you need to do now is to create a Facebook page. And you can have as many Facebook pages as you want for different companies, for different contents. You understand? So depending on the company you want to work with, let's say maybe you're working with a particular company now, company A. So you have to create a Facebook page for company A. If you also have another business you're running or you want to promote, you have to create another Facebook page for company B, company C, and company D. And you do their own promotions separately inside their own page. So when you create the page, you put up some information in those in that Facebook page. Then based on the one, you will be able to know the one you want to promote. It's not everything on your Facebook page that you must promote. There are some very striking. You must be able to know what content that will be able to give the person the required information that you want that person to get. So that is the one that we're going to promote. So like what I do, I make a video on YouTube. I paste the link of that video on my Facebook page. I put up a small introduction. It's not even more than one sentence. The introduction I put there is not more than one sentence, just one sentence, and with the link. So the link will automatically generate an image of that video. Then I post it. When I create that post, then I'll now see the option to boost. So from that boost, I'm also going to select the kind of boost I want to do, because in your boost, you'll be able to decide what you want to do. You want to know, you want to decide if the boost is just to promote the page, so that the page will get more likes. If you want the boost to be for people to come and comment or like your content, fine. If you want people to actually react, there's another boost whereby you can be able to select for people to react. That reaction is what we are selecting. That's what we are working with here. That one, you can be able to add your WhatsApp number to it, and people will react. And when people are seeing your post, they are not seeing that post as your Facebook name. Let's say maybe your Facebook name is Mr. John or John Abraham. You understand? Your name is John Abraham. They will not be seeing that post as coming from John Abraham. They'll be seeing that post coming as your Facebook page. They'll see that your Facebook page is promoting such information. So it's not your name that they are seeing. All right. So you can still use your normal Facebook, but you can create different Facebook pages. So you also need to learn, how to create a Facebook page, all right? And that's where we're going into the practicals. We're going into the practicals now. That's where we start looking at these things. You understand? We need to do them practically. So, but I'm just giving you an overview of what is required of us. So, but it's not difficult, or what I'm saying is not difficult. It's all about having an understanding of it and putting them together. Once you can just be able to do them step by step and connect everything, then you see that you see that everything is going to work as one. Everything is going to work as one. You understand? So then, like we said, the third thing we're talking about here, the first one is the content. The second one is the social media type we're using. And the third thing we're talking about here is managing your visitors to your content. You understand? So like we said, we must be able to prepare for how we're going to manage them. We must be able to prepare the information we're going to give to them and all that, how we're going to be able to chat them up responsibly and be able to understand their behavior. You understand? The behavior of this visitor will be different from the behavior of another visitor. You must understand that, and you shouldn't expect that everybody will accept what you're saying. Some persons may have already joined your business, your type of business, but are just coming to ask more questions. You understand? So don't get carried away. I won't lie to you. Some persons that have even joined the same business that I'm doing, and maybe they contacted me for one information or the other. What actually happens most times is that the information that I put out there was overwhelming to them. You know, they got really attracted by the information, and maybe they are not getting that kind of information from their upline or whoever they are working with, and they were so carried away by the information, and they had to contact me, and they want to work with me. Most of them want to work with me. You understand? So I'm just sharing this information so that you guys, I'm just trying to duplicate myself here. I'm trying to do some duplication so that whatever is working for me can work for you. As much as we can, as much as you can, also do this duplication to your teams, because people will also join you after now. So if the information you have put out there is very rich, what happens is that people start getting attracted to you, whether they have joined the business or not. So for those who have already joined the business, they may start coming to you because maybe they are not getting that information from where they are coming from. All right. So sometimes they start asking you, oh, how can I really work with you? How can you do this? How can you do that? How can you do that? So you also need to find out from them, okay, sometimes how far have they gone in whatever they are doing? And if it is convenient for them to come and join your team so that they can still be getting the support and the information they were attracted to from you, the guidance and everything, fine. So that everything will just work in harmony. You understand? So some people may actually get attracted to you because of your information. So don't feel bad when some persons join you and you find out later that they have already joined your business. All right, the same business you're doing. Don't get angry. Sometimes it may just be that they're attracted to you because of your content. So you need to find out from them what really, how far you guys, how does the person want you to assist him. So if the person should ask you some questions, go further and answer the person, clarify the person as much as you can. So when you do that, that also builds in more confidence to the person, so that the person will see that, okay, let it not just be that maybe I just watched the video, maybe it was preset and they did a video, but now I'm meeting the person directly, I'm talking with the person one-on-one, and I'm still getting that same result. I'm still getting that same high value of information. You understand? So when the person sees that, the person will be attracted more to you and will want to work with you. So I've had so many persons that we are already in the same business I'm doing still come to join my team because they wanted more support. You understand? So please don't be angry when people join contact you and they've already joined your business. So the next thing we'll be looking at here is um, how to close the deals. How to close the deals. When we say closing the deals, now your visitor has already contacted you and you have been able to talk to the person. But please remember one thing: as you communicate with people, don't put pressure on them. Just state the facts. All you need to do is state the facts. Don't put pressure on any person or try to sweet talk the person or tell the person, oh, this business is so good, or it's going to do this for you, or it's going to turn into a billionaire, it's going to do. No, you really don't need to do all that. That is just a waste of time for me. So all you need to do is put out the facts. The person should be able to read the information. You understand? The person should be able to listen to the information or watch the video. That should be self-explanatory to the person. When you start putting pressure, the person will start sensing a red flag. Sorry, will start raising eyebrows to what you're trying to do. So you don't put pressure on people, especially on social media. So don't try to tell the person, oh, this business is so good, this business is going to change your life, it's going to do this, it's going to. You can also just show the person some results. Okay, this is someone that started this business at so time. This is how far they have gone. Or not even doing that, you can also say, okay, the company so far within this space of time has given out so this, or maybe so XYZ car awards, phone awards, this, that. And these are for leaders, people who actually worked hard and they were able to achieve it. You understand? And it's open to everybody to achieve. Or you can also share the value that maybe you have also qualified. If you have qualified, you let the person know that you have qualified and you can prove it. You can maybe do a screenshot of your award or whatever and share with the person. That's simple. That speaks for itself. These are facts. So you just share the facts. You don't need to tell the person anything. Oh, do this, but you're going to get this, you're going to get. Just share facts, and that's all. And leave the person to sit down and think out, oh, can I find my glory in this business? Can I be able to put in the same effort? If, okay, maybe the person might be a very good networker, or maybe the person might be a very good marketing strategist and all that. And the person will go back thinking, oh, if I can put in this XYZ strategy into this business, wow, I can be able to hit this target and above within a short while. That is left for the person to decide. You don't need to tell that person, you don't need to decide that. So you find out that when you just share the facts, the person will go back home, do some review, and after some days, that's why I said don't put pressure on the person. Leave the person, after sharing the facts, leave the person to digest whatever information and get back to you later. So you find out that later the person may come back to you, oh wow, that the car awards you talked about the other day, please, what are the requirements for you to be able to get that car award for the phone awards? What can somebody do to get all this? Or are there other benefits apart from the benefit, apart from what you do, you participating in the company? Are there other benefits? Yeah, you can tell the person, okay, yeah, the company has other bonuses, maybe like if you should refer other people, the company has maybe like 1 to 10 or 1 to 8 different bonuses they can pay you and all that. So you break it down for the person. Wow, the person go like, wow. Just break it down, share that fact, and leave it to the person to go and digest. You really don't have to put too much emphasis on what the person stands to gain. You really don't have, just allow the person to figure out that. But some persons may want to hear the numbers. Some people would want to say, oh no, spell it out for me. If I do this, how much am I going to? So for those persons, yes, you should know that they are already 50% gone. They are already 50% into the business. So they want to now know the results. You understand? So you start finding out, you start explaining all that for them, break it down into more details. At that point, that is where you start doing your conversion. At that point, when the person has started asking more questions or showing more interest, the biggest mistake you try to do is to put pressure on that person. You dare not put pressure on that person, otherwise you're going to lose that person. All right? Because that is where your conversion starts from. That is where the person, that is where you start closing the deal from. And the person is watching you, the person is studying you, trying to know whether you're just the desperate type. Because once you show you're desperate, that means it's possible that maybe this person is up to something. So you don't show that you're desperate for anything. You just let the person deal with the facts. Even if it takes the person a week, 2 weeks, a month, or 2 months to get back to you, no problems. Focus on the new traffic that is coming in. The new traffic that is coming in. Try to build more confidence into the new traffic coming in. Later, the people you talked to a week ago, a month ago, they'll get back to you. If they don't get back to you, then you create a broadcast list of every person. Then once in a while, you just put up a very short message and send it to all of them. That will sound like a reminder to everybody. You understand? Both those who have joined and who have not joined. Okay, one other thing I want to say before I go into the next part. The next part is okay, no, let me take this as a new heading. We've talked about managing your visitors. So after that, we should talk about identifying your visitors. All right. The fourth thing should be identifying your visitors. Identifying your visitors. Now, how you identify your visitors is this. Now, you're going to have different people contacting you on WhatsApp. How do you identify them? So let's say within a month, over 100 persons have contacted you in a month. How will you deal with them? So you need to start identifying them somehow. All right? So as this person contacts you, and remember, when the person contacts you from that post, Facebook is going to send an image of whatever that post is. It's going to come along with his first message. So when you see that person, you know that that person came from your post. So what you need to do is you go to your phone quickly from your WhatsApp, through your WhatsApp, you save that person's name. Maybe you can just use a small abbreviation. Maybe if your company is, you guys are working, maybe you're promoting that business for ABC Global, you can just put ABC PRO. That PRO is prospects, all right? You can just say ABC PRO, that's ABC prospects, then you put a number, 1. The second person comes in and is contacting you, you put ABC PRO 2. That's ABC PRO 3, 4, 5, just like that. So that you identify them as people that are coming from your traffic. It's very important that you do that. So that after a while, you can now create a broadcast list and add only people that have coming from that place, from that your post to that broadcast list. And when you add them to that broadcast list, you can say every week or like once in a week or once in 2 weeks, you can just put up a very short message, an open message that will be like you're chatting with somebody one-on-one. You understand? Because you know, in a broadcast is not like a group, whereby when you drop the message, everybody comes to read it. No, a broadcast is like you chatting one-on-one with somebody. So whatever message you're putting there should be as if you're chatting with one person directly, but it's going to so many persons, all right? So make sure that you write that information in an open manner that will look as if you're talking to one person directly. Then you add all those people that you have identified with that name or with that phrase in one broadcast list. And periodically you drop one message, or there is one motivational stuff, you can drop one motivational image or video or something related to whatever you are promoting. You understand? So don't ever do anything outside what you're, don't ever share to those persons anything outside what you are promoting, please. So that is a very good way of identifying your visitors. So when you identify them on your WhatsApp, they'll all be there. Then when any of them starts, or maybe when they become a member or they now join you in that business, please, you have to go and change that person's name. You have to find out the person's real name, and you change that name so that we don't keep sending prospect messages to that person. You understand? And you have to also remove the person from your broadcast list, from that particular broadcast list, because the person is no longer what they call it. This person is no longer a prospect. The person is now a member, and you now put the person. You now create a members group, and you can add the person in your members group. Please, I don't really welcome the idea of adding people to prospects group anymore. Why do I say that? Because sometimes people come into a prospects group and you see all sorts of negativity coming from different people and all that, and the people just get bored and they leave. So I don't want that anymore. What I do is the method I've already shown you now. When you talk to people, when you contact people, also when people contact you from your promotions online, then you can be able to identify them one-on-one like this with numbers. And after you identify them, you can add them to a prospects group. And when they chat, when they respond to you, they talk to you one-on-one, and you chat and respond to them one-on-one. So the challenge here now is even the time to even meet up with those with your responses. So try and always respond to them, and also be sure of who you're adding to the new members that are coming in, that you're making in that you're giving a new number and adding them to the broadcast list. And when people join, you also remove them from the broadcast list. It's very important that you follow up with all that too. Now, the fifth thing here now is closing the deal. Closing the deal. This is the a very important part that can either make your business work or make it not to. Sorry, make your marketing to work out or not to work out. Because the marketing, the whole aim of the marketing is to actually close a deal by making sales. You understand? You need to be able to make a sale of whatever you're promoting, be it a service or be it the goods you're supplying or whatever. You need to be able to have attracted your clients, your visitors, and also talk to them, build confidence of the product you're offering to them, and they get to the point whereby they now want to engage, and they now want to know more. How do I get started? How do I do this? How do I do that? You understand? So when you see that you have been able to answer the person's questions very well, that means before you can answer those questions, you should be grounded in the information that you are talking about. You understand? You should be grounded in your information. All your information should be at your fingertips, because different people will be coming and they're coming with different questions. But whatever questions you don't know answers to, quickly contact your upline or whoever whoever is your leader in your team, and get some good answers from them and get back to the person. You understand? It's not that you must know everything one day. So as you do that, you'll be perfecting your skills, you'll be perfecting what to say, and before you know it, you won't need to run to anybody anymore. You'll have everything at your fingertips. So at this point, um, closing the deal is all about how you have been able to manage the information you gave to that person, how you have been able to build confidence into that person. So you must be very careful with how you share or how you communicate with the person. So that will build the confidence, and the person will now go to the next stage of asking you, so how do I start? Sometimes too, some persons may not want to ask you, how do I start? They say, okay, fine, it's a good program. Wow, it's really very nice. I love it. It's okay. But they won't go for that to say anything. So what do you do at that point? You can say, so if you like it, you don't need to ask them, so what do you think about it? Or like you start saying, um, let me say, you start asking them questions that may give them opportunity to make a negative response. Don't give people opportunity to make comments that will trigger a negative response. So what you can ask is this. So what package would you like from all the packages? You can ask the person. So from all the packages I've shown you and the benefits, which of the packages would you be interested in getting started with? I think that's a better question. Which of the packages will you, so that will put the person on the edge to either, from the response of that person, you either know if the person is ready to commit to engaging with you, or the person is, you also know if the person maybe is interested, but maybe doesn't have the funds at that time. The person will say, okay, yeah, I'm really very interested. I would love to start this package or that package, but I don't have money right now. I'm expecting some money. So I'm looking at maybe towards the end of the month or something. I'm expecting some money by then. So I'll get back to you and we'll get started on this. Fine. You have secured a position there. You understand? You have secured at least some, you're sure that your confidence is already well built in the person and the person is ready to close a deal with you. Okay, but it's just that the person doesn't have the funds at that moment. And now he has given you a timeline. He has said by the end of the month. So you don't need to put any pressure on the person. All right. So you can just leave the person. From time to time, you just send the person maybe on the broadcast list. You can just send the person a very short message that maybe helps the person to remember that he needs to remember about that engagement and all that. So by the end of the month, the person may get back to you. If the person doesn't get back to you, don't worry. You can give the person maybe some days after that, and you get back to the person and say, oh, how is everything going with you? Oh, yeah, you were supposed to get back to me on this, but I don't know if you were able to work it out for yourself. I don't know, how did it go? Yeah, so that helps the person to, respond better. Now, there are also some persons that are, in fact, before they even started asking you questions, they are already ready to engage. They already have the money breathing somewhere. They want to engage, but they don't want to show it. You understand? They will ask all the questions, want to make sure that everything is intact, in the right place. Then you now say, okay, so what package do you think you think from all the benefits, which package do you think you would like to get started with? So, okay, fine. I would like to get started with XY package and all that. And so what does it entail? What is, okay, fine. The next thing, the very first thing you need to do is this. We have a registration form that needs to be filled. I will send that form to you right now so that you can fill it and send back to me. That is the first thing you should say. That is the first thing you should say. that we have a company, a registration process. You need to send the form to him. Either maybe you're sending a link, or if it's a manual form, maybe the person will need to provide some details. You should already have a template that you have already prepared. All right, I already have a template for this program that I can share with you. So you can just forward that template to the person. That will require the person's name, details, package, and everything. And the person sends it back to you. So you tell the person, okay, fine, I'll send you this a form. You just need to fill it and send it back to me. Then after that, we will now, you now make the person, this is where you now close the deal. And at this point, you need to be able to be very careful how you say it, because it involves money. So you need to be very careful how you say it. So after you tell the person you fill the form, the person says, okay, fine. Yes, send me the form. Let me fill and send back to you. You say, okay, fine. I'm going to send you the form. Then when you finish filling the form and getting back to me, then we're going to find a way to buy the required points. We are going to, not you will send money to me. No, we are going to find a way to buy the required points to help you activate your account and start your trading. That makes better sense than you telling the person, oh, you're going to send money to me, you're going to send, the person doesn't know you. All right, that just once you make that statement, that would automatically turn the person off. So you need to help the person understand that you are guiding the person. First, he has to fill the form, and after filling the form, because that form helps that person to actually express himself, because the form will help the person to look at the VIP packages and make a choice. So that choice the person has made is at least is a level of commitment. The person has made a decision that, okay, yes, this is the one I want to go for. And the price is already there. The price of that package is already there. The person has already seen it. So the person has already decided. So you're at least halfway convinced that this person is ready to commit XYZ funds to that package. That is all. Leave it at that. All right. So when you tell the person that, okay, I'm sending you this form, the person says, okay, yeah, go ahead and send me the form. Fine. You send the person the form. Then when the person, you can even keep quiet and allow the person to send the form. After the person sends back, returns the form and has filled it up, you now said, okay, fine. So we need to buy the points now, and we need to buy the points that will be required for your activation and your trading for your package. So it's left for the person to figure out, okay, so how are we going to do that? You understand? You now tell the person, okay, fine. Either I'm going to help you buy it, or you can make payment to the service center, and the service center is going to credit you with the funds, with the points. The service center is going to credit you with the points, or I can assist you to make a purchase of those points and we get everything activated. Fine. You must give the person 2 or more options. Don't just give the person one option. At that point of the person making any form of payment, financial commitment, don't just give the person one option. Give the person at least 2 or 3 options. Whatever the person is comfortable with, let the person decide. And at that point, you have closed that deal. Once the person connects with any of those options, you have closed that deal. I don't know if you got that point. So you must be able to know what can connect with that person. And you must be able to express it very well. So the way you express it will make the person's mind to be relaxed or to trigger an alarm. So you have to be very careful at that point. So, but make sure you give the person at least 2 options or more. So when you do that, the person will now connect to you and will say, okay, fine. Okay, how do I make this payment? Fine. If you are, the person will now say, okay, fine. Since I'm already talking with you, some persons will say, okay, since I'm already talking with you, then I will just like you to go ahead and do everything for me. You can do the registration, right? You say yes. Okay, fine. I'd like you to go ahead and do everything for me. Fine. Okay, send me your account details. I'll do the transfer and you do. So fine. That is how you close this deal. You don't really need to go and start telling the person, oh, send transfer money to me, this, that. No. So when you make the options open to the person that you can assist the person, or the person should contact the service center, whichever. So the person will look for which will be easier for him or her, and the person will make a decision. If the person wants to go into further information about the service center, fine. You give the person the service center information or phone number, and the service center will clarify everything. So that's it. So that is how we close deals here. All right. I hope we have understood how to close deals. That's how we close deals here. So the next thing will be how to actually do all this in practice. You understand? We need to do all this in practical. So I feel we other things, other more information will be able to come up as we start doing every other thing. Yeah. So the next after this point, you also need to have the sixth item here is follow up. You need to be able to do what is called training. Training of new members. So when you train, when the new person comes in, after after the person makes the commitment, financial commitment, and you now get the person's account activated, please, at this point, the highest level of integrity must be maintained. Highest level of integrity in the sense that sometimes people give people money and they don't follow up appropriately, or they do something else, or maybe you're expected to register this person under someone, or maybe the person gets a downline. You're supposed to register that person under that person under the correct upline. You now register it for yourself or under another person, or you start making mistakes. So please, zero tolerance to mistakes and all this kind of thing. So please, when you're dealing with new persons, be a master of what you're doing, your registrations, your everything. You have to be sure that you get everything correctly, all right? So that the person will not come back feeling angry that, oh, you made mistakes in this and that. So please, that also tells on your integrity. So the next thing is training of the persons. You need to be able to train them how to manage this business on their own, how they should not be solely dependent on you to run or manage this business. Because if they keep depending on you, you will not be able to work with new persons that are coming in. So you need to think of how you're going to develop them, how you're going to train them, and be able to give them information that can help them stand on their own and start running this business exactly the same way you were running it. And if they can be able to, if you can be able to duplicate yourself into them, that means you're sure that they can handle registrations, you're sure they can be able to do their own marketing, they're sure they can be able to train their own persons. So once they can be able to do these three important things, then you have be able to manage that person successfully and create enough time for yourself to attend to new persons. So don't always be of the type that will want to be managing the account of your downlines for them. Try, and no matter how difficult it is for them to understand, try and put in some time to help them understand. Try and put in some time to help them see the other information, that the new information after they have started. Because there's information after they start and there's information before they start. So like when they haven't started, all what we talked about now, all the contents is what you need to tell them. But when they started, you also need to add them to a members group. After adding them to a members group, you need to also start training them, showing them how the business works, explain the dashboard for them. And this can be done by simply making a video. You make a video, you put it up on on YouTube, and you can send that video to them so that you don't really necessarily have to be with them all the time. You can send the video to them, and the video will do a thorough explanation of everything. Now, if they have questions, it makes it easier. It will just come back to you with only specific questions, not necessarily asking you the whole thing all over again. So you can work with videos on how to train your people after they have joined your business. So that helps you to be able to attend to new persons and repeat the same process. So these are the points I felt I should bring out for this training. Now, these are just the overview of how we can be able to run your online business or online promotions successfully. So I would leave you to unmute yourselves and let's take questions at this point. And tell us what you've gathered so far with the training. The next part of it, maybe tomorrow or any other day, can be the practical aspect of it. So I wouldn't want to take much of our time. Let me hear you from you guys if you want us to continue into the practicals or you want us to look at it some other time. So let's hear from you. Feel free to unmute yourselves, please.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, Esther.
Yeah, hi guys. Good morning. Hope everybody's okay. Yeah, that was really powerful. Thank you so much for all that information. There was a lot of value that if we all individually apply, we'll be able to start seeing results in our individual businesses. The only thing I just wanted to contribute is more on targeting in terms of videos. I think videos are really powerful, even if they are sort of short 2 minutes videos. Those are really, really powerful because people like to see visual. People want to relate to information. So if you're somebody who wants to be, you want people to know, to be a face of your business type thing, so that people can sort of relate to you and they don't feel that it's some form of thing that they cannot relate to an individual. I think videos are really powerful in, talking about just 2 minutes welcome video to say, hello guys, this is me, this is what I'm into. And this is sort of things I will be, this sort of things that I'm into, these are the benefits, this is a kind of, that kind of thing. And you can even do a 2 minutes of 1 minute video and send it out in Messenger. You can send it out private. It's not something that you even probably want to, if you don't want to what they call it, use it as a Facebook ad. You can just do that and just sort of an introductory message to start getting leads. So you can do that and send to people and just sort of introduce yourself that way. So I think that is very powerful because people are really looking into that kind of thing, visuals. Another thing that is really, really powerful as well now in terms of videos is also doing lives, Facebook Lives. Facebook Lives is a great way as well of trying to get people into, people can ask you questions, people can interact with you, and you get a lot of traffic doing that. So once you know your game, once you know your business, you can then sort of put out something that you're going to be doing lives and on so and so dates, maybe once a week or something like that, maybe for 30 minutes, choose a topic that you have researched properly on and think about all the possible questions that individuals might ask you during that live. And then you can then do that. So you will see that you're going to then be able to do a lot of traffic. And the beautiful thing about it is once you have finished that live, you save it and you can then actually use that live and put some notes onto it and put it out again on Facebook, put it out again to YouTube as well as a YouTube video. Or actually what you can do is to be able to then save that video, put it out on your YouTube, and then tag, link it back to your Facebook, right? And yeah, link it back to your Facebook, and then you can even run an ad on that one. So you are doing live, you're getting the traffic immediately from doing lives. And then for other people that have not watched it, you give them that opportunity and put it out on your face, on your YouTube, and then link it back to your Facebook. And then you can then run an ad on that. So while you're sleeping, people are still watching that video, and people, you see other people who we are not on the live recontacting you based on that information that you have put out. The beauty about it is that people can see your natural situations, people can interact, encourage people to interact within themselves, ask questions, because that also boosts the algorithm that Facebook uses as well, because they want to see that people are engaging while you're on that live. So ask them questions, let them start engaging, ask them to put thumbs up for you if they're getting value from it, answer their questions, those sort of things. So I think that is the way forward as well. I think videos are quite powerful. So if you have not really started diving into videos, and I know it can be really, sometimes if it's something you're not used to, it might be a bit daunting, but I can tell you and I can assure you, one video can get you a lot of traffic and a lot of leads to your business, and people will start engaging with you that way. And remember, the more videos you do, it's going to start appearing on other people's feeds, and you just be sitting there and somebody will say, oh, I saw your video, and I decided to contact you. So it's very powerful. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Esther, for that wonderful contribution. I really key into that. Truly, the thing about videos is that you will not know the power of videos until you start making videos. And if you can be able to learn how to do the videos very well, you can be able to work with some good softwares that can be able to also show your content like on your laptop, and equally show your image, your face. You can be showing your face while your laptop is also the dashboard, is the screen of your laptop is also being displayed in that video. So they are seeing you as you're talking. They're also seeing you as you're clicking on your dashboard, your screen, and you're explaining everything clearly. They're seeing all your responses. So if you don't want to share your screen, you can just do the video that is showing you live as you are talking. So people see you, they watch your body language, they check your everything. As they're watching that video, they can tell at least to a large extent if you're actually confident of what you're saying or not. That is what people want to see, because they don't know you. So they just want to be sure that you're confident of what you are saying. And look at the facts that you are saying, that you're presenting to support what you are saying. So they want to also know the facts. So you must have good facts. Your information must be detailed. So that will also make people to attach more value to your video or your content, or whatever message you're putting out there for your business. So thank you very much, Esther. That was also a very good contribution. So any other person that wants to make a final contribution? Mr. Lesbia, Mr. Success, are you there? You want to contribute something to this? Hello, Lesbia and Success. Okay.
Yes, my leader. Thank you so much for the information. I think you have said a full mouth concerning the video. It's something that I personally had not yet started doing. even though I was marketing myself, through other means. But then, yeah, it's something that I will learn from here forward to implement into my marketing strategy as well. It's a very valuable information. And thank you so much for sharing, my leader. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Lesbian, thank you very much. So how to do the videos is not difficult. We already have tools. I already have some tools which I can share with everyone, and it's going to help us to be able to do these videos successfully. So don't be afraid. I'm going to show you how to do everything practically, right? So that's it. Okay,
Hello, Mr. Hello.
yes, Mr. Matthew, let's hear from you.
Good day, everyone.
Good
I
day.
really appreciate this call. It's awesome. Honestly, I thank you, Mr. Zep, for your innovative mind and care for your subordinates. Thank you so much, and may God bless you. Thank you, Madam Esther or Miss or Mrs. Whichever one. I hope you will understand me. Thank you for your wonderful idea and contribution regarding Facebook video live. It's an eye opener at the moment. I thank everyone. Thank you, the other brother, I think from South Africa. He has a South African accent. God bless you. And to the rest of the family, I just believe that this year is going to be a great year and a new beginning for all of us. Knowledge is power, they said. And at this moment, I really, really want to say, yes, it is a great time. But I really, out of my little observation, would appreciate or call that we look at our time frame, because in the course of the training, Mr. Zep, you said we cannot learn everything in a day. And most of us, especially me, I think this is my first time. If you throw everything at once to me, sometimes I might not know where to start. I don't know whether somebody else has that kind of issue. I learn gradually. I pick things one after the other. So if we can just look at the time frame, now that you have given us an overview, I would rather like ask that if we can have another section where you will now take one of these overviews and practically show it to us, like that video. And by the time we start doing this in consequent time, you will find out that it will just like they said those days, you go through the university and the university go through you. So you just go through this training and it will go through us. It wouldn't be difficult for us to pick. And I really, really, the little thing you said from the beginning, I concur with it, because it happened to me when I first joined the program that I was with, many years back. That really threw light to what of the things. I never knew what LinkedIn was. I never knew what Instagram was. I never knew what had any YouTube channel, or until I met that program. The program really lured me and taught me to sign up with all these things. So I can say virtually I have all the social media IDs, but not really having the adequate knowledge in terms of content writing and all these things has kept me handicapped in doing them. But now, to God be the glory that we have this opportunity. I would rather call for a systematic approach to it in terms of getting things done. Time frame, 1 hour, 30 minutes will be an adequate time so that anything you teach will just assimilate immediately. That's just the point of my observations. God bless you all. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Success Matthew, thank you very much. for that great observation, because I was even thinking of how possible would it be for me to spell out this information in the shortest manner possible that people can be able to understand. You understand? So I was also trying to use the best of languages that that could actually express what I was trying to say in the simplest manner possible. So I'm happy that this is just the overview, right? It's not the practical. So the practical is a step-by-step thing. It's not, we can't do everything in one day. So don't be afraid. In the practical session, it's just going to be step-by-step. Today we are doing this and we do just that. Tomorrow we are doing this and we do just that. Tomorrow we are connecting to this and we do just that. Eventually, everything will now connect. After everything connects, then we'll now look at it holistically. So that's basically
Yes.
how I want to do it. But today is just an overview to help us
Honestly.
understand the beginning and the end of everything.
That's the natural way of learning. If, for instance, we look at the growth of children from childbirth, you see they periodically, step by step get into things. And if we follow that approach in a short while, I wouldn't say long, in a short while, everything will just be like a glaring thing in our hearts.
Yes.
I believe so.
I already have
Thank you so much.
I already have templates that we're going to be working with. So everyone will be doing his or her work, and you'll be presenting your work. So when we say, okay, today we are doing this, everybody that attended for that day will be given the access to go and do what you need to do, and you do it on your own. And when you do it, then you submit what you have done, and we'll look at it. So
my boss, sometimes we've discussed this issue. Personally, we've discussed it privately sometime. I don't know whether you recall. There was a time we were talking about our past experiences, and we shared light of those days in MMM. People condemn MMM to some extent. Till tomorrow, I still stand of the opinion that I highly respect that program, because whatever drive.
There was a lot of education and awareness.
Yeah, a lot of thrive that we have today emancipated from that platform. You understand? It threw more light. It showed us how to use social media, introduced us to social media, introduced us to Bitcoin and the rest of the things. And that's exactly what we're benefiting today. I'm not just I'm not like promoting it, but I'm saying, if we see what it has done in our lives, and if we implement it and add into this program that God has initiated through you today, I think in no longer time we will all come up professionals. You will be proud that you have built and trained experts, and that is why I commend you in this direction that you have taken. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you, sir.
God bless you.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Okay, so when should we fix the next meeting for? Please, let's have an audience for that, please. I don't know, Esther, Lesbia, Mr. Success, please let's comment. When do you think we can be able to fix the next meeting?
Hello, can I contribute?
Yeah, contribute.
All right. From the look of things, though, the turn up, I don't know how many people that saw your ad on regarding this meeting, but it might be slow, but I love it this way, because the results actually will is what we are looking at. Yeah. I think if we can do it, say, not everyday thing, but probably 3 times in a week, because I can see that many of us here are, individuals who we are on our own. I don't know. For instance, I don't really, I'm just totally into online business. So I don't do any other thing. I can sit at home or anywhere I want to at any time and do whatever I want. So if that case may be, if we can give ourselves like, say, okay, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, this is my own opinion. If we do it this way and we give it like an hour, like I said, or an hour, 30 minutes, and with a breakdown, I think it will give us an edge. Today is Wednesday. If we can, for instance, do another one by Friday, fine, it will help us. You know, this is my own opinion. I don't know about others.
Okay. Can we hear from two more persons? Esther, Mr. Lasbier?
Yeah, I think that is okay. 3 times, either 2 times or 3 times a week would be great. Yeah, and 10 o'clock is ideal as well. So let every other person suggest what time for them, because 10 o'clock is ideal for me because I have other stuff as well in terms of meetings in the mornings and all that for my business. So 10 o'clock is great, and 2 or 3 times a week is ideal for me. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Lasbier?
Yeah, no, thanks, Majida. Yeah, I agree with everyone. I think, yeah, even 3 times a week, since we are starting off, it will do, so that maybe we can be able to move through the course much faster before the company releases other promotions, so that by the time the promotions come, you know, we are fit enough to tackle them. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea too. So the earlier we all start, we're all on the same page, the better for us, so we can grow faster. Okay, thank you very much, everybody, for honoring this introductory part of this training section for online marketing. And I welcome you to please be part of other programs, other days that we'll be also talking about or be doing the practicals for this. And let's all grow together and duplicate ourselves together to our teams and help everybody to be successful. I wish you all success, and I wish you all God to also grant you the ability to understand. The most important thing is that the commitment you have shown to learning is what will get you the success. So no matter how difficult it may look, just remain committed. Be there. If there's a meeting, be there. Don't give yourself an excuse not to be there. If there is a practice work, if there's a task, be there and do it. Do it, just participate. No matter how difficult it is, focus on completing your task and succeed in knowing it. By the time the results will start showing, you'll be so glad that you went through this whole training successfully. Thank you very much for your time, and I've enjoyed the rest of your day. Thank you very much.
Can I just say something, please, before you finish?
Okay, yeah, go ahead, please, Esther.
Yeah, what I wanted to say as well is remember what we are gaining from this, from Zeph, and trying to arrange these beautiful sections with us is to be able to, for us to be able to expand our own businesses. And a lot of us, I don't know what you guys also do, but I'm sure probably some of you will have team of other people that you're working with. So the whole idea of this is trying to duplicate yourself. So as we are learning, we are putting it into practice by helping others as well. So if you see it that whatever you're getting from these sessions, you want to impart to people in your team, educate them, ask them to do the same thing. Because if they do that, it's going to make your business run better, and you're going to start seeing results, because those people underneath you are going to be doing the same thing that you are doing. And as you are seeing results, they are seeing results, and that makes you even a better person. You're going to start seeing more results in your business because every other person underneath you is implementing the same thing that you are doing. So if they are seeing results, they're going to start seeing more results in their businesses. That means you, because they are your downlines, you will start seeing more results because you cannot be efficient while other people underneath you are not efficient. So everything that you're learning, take notes. That's why we need to record these sessions as well so that we can all have it sent out to us afterwards so that we have something that we can replay and go through again. And then you can then take notes and then try to filter this same thing to your team members. So as soon as you finish, take all these notes, implement it immediately. So as you implement it, it means that you're doing it, because if you don't do it, it's all good for Zeph to be able to go through all these things with us. If we don't implement, then it's not going to do anything because it's just going to sit down there. Knowledge is only beneficial when it's implemented. And then try to duplicate yourself. And the way you do that is to teach and educate people that are underneath you so that they are doing the same thing. When they are seeing results, your business is going to blossom. Your business is going to go up there. You're going to keep progressing because they are implementing the same thing that you are doing. All right. So as we are learning, make sure that you're filtering that to people underneath you. Try now see yourself as what Zeph is doing. So you're a mini boss, you don't know much, but you're just implementing. The what you're learning, implement and filter it down to other people. Because when you teach, you retain knowledge. Even if you're not getting 100% of it, but try to just do it. Get your own little group. So even if it's 1 or 2 people, in your team, 2-3 people, use them as almost like a what they call it, a trial, say clinical trial, for example. Use them as that and then say, okay, whatever I'm learning from these sessions, I'm going to filter that to them. You have one day that you're going to meet with them and then teach them the same thing, right? Because that way, as you're teaching, you're educating, you're retaining the knowledge. As you're teaching, you're implementing, you're retaining the knowledge and you're learning as you go along. So you're going to retain more knowledge. You're duplicating yourself. Those 3 people start doing the same thing, start doing those videos. Their business is going to grow and yours is going to grow as well. So I think that is the most important thing that we take out of this. So it's not just about educating yourself, but if you're working with a team of people, you need to educate them as well and duplicate. You need to help them to be successful. And this is what we want to be able to do, duplicating yourself, so that even when you're not there, your business has got a solid, what they call it, is built on a good foundation. And those people as well, encourage them to do the same for the people downwards as well. So that way, deep down, as you're digging deep, your business is really solid because they've got the knowledge to be able to implement, the knowledge to be able to take their business to the next level. So I think that's what we should try to aim to do. Don't think that you have to be an expert in it. The little you're learning, feed that back to other people, because that's the way you're going to retain that knowledge and you'll be able to learn. And that is what I'm going to do. Okay. Thank you.
Wow, Esther, short of words, that was a very important point you brought out here, because it's all about duplication. What I'm trying to do here is just duplicate. So if the duplication does not continue, then the process will fail. You understand? So let's try and duplicate, because no matter how little it is, we are learning from what we are understanding what we are doing. Not until you try or you make an effort to teach somebody that little thing you have known, that is when you find out that is when the understanding of that thing you're trying to say comes into you. Now, let me give you a typical example. If you are in this business, or maybe if you're doing any business, and maybe you've been going for seminars, and every day you go for that seminar, someone is always presenting, different people are presenting. And one day they call on you, okay, come on, just try and support us with presenting. The presenter did not come today. And maybe you got there early and it's time to start. And there was no way for anybody to start unless you support. You are the top leader amongst the people there. So maybe you just said, okay, you just give yourself a pat on the back. It's okay, let me just do this today. I tell you, from that day you made that first attempt to try and make that presentation, that is the day your confidence in that business starts changing. It starts to change because you have built the confidence to start speaking about it openly, publicly. So do the same thing. Immediately you can say anything about what we just talked about today to one or two persons, your knowledge about this whole thing will start to grow. Take that to the bank. I'm telling you this from experience. All right. So thank you very much, Esther. And I also want to add one other thing, one final thing. This is online promotions. We are specifically here today to learn about how to do the online aspect of it. Now, remember, this online aspect does not mean that you spend all your time promoting your business only online, but it's something that you can do once or twice, and you can have time to do other things. All right. So let's say maybe you even want to do offline promotions, like maybe going for a physical seminar or printing flyers and sharing, or going to visit some persons or talking to them one-on-one. It doesn't stop you from doing that. You understand? So you can still do your offline promotions and everything. That is by the side. But I would just wanted us to learn these online promotions practically so that we can be able to add it to whatever we are doing currently in terms of promotion. All the offline promotions we've been doing, we can be able to add these online promotions, and when we can be able to set it up and it starts running for you, you'll find out that you won't be doing it, you won't have to be setting it up all over again. The results will just be coming. All you need to do is to spend more time communicating with your people on social media or WhatsApp, and you can be able to close the deals. That is all. So we're just trying to marry this online with whatever we've been doing offline. So don't forget about your offline activities, but let's learn this online. Thank you very much. Mr. Emmanuel, welcome. I think you missed out a lot, but we have to end this meeting now. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. So see you guys on Friday, I believe. So that's it. Thank you very much and goodbye.